wearing this hat? No idea. Okay, this hat is made by Patagonia. I think this is one of the company who invented the sustainability. It's a very old brand doing the outdoor cloth. And if you are, let's say, doing sports, you can go to the shops and buy them. They are very expensive, but there is a reason for that. Long term, I think 2 years ago, there was a campaign from them with the big slogan, "Do not buy this jacket." It was opposite to the normal market companies. And this is something which is unique also for them, because they prefer to have customers who cares about the world and sustainability, and something which is really unique, something which is within our heart, to take care about this, what is around us. They additionally declared that they prefer to repair the jackets instead to sell the new ones, which is absolutely crazy. But we also have another examples. Let's have a look for Veja. Veja is a company originated by the young people from France who moved to Brazil to search for raw materials to build the sport shoes from the scratch. And they did it. They are, at that moment, producing the shoes without any plastic and without any advertisement. There is a company called The Body Shop. For sure you know that, yeah? And it's famous because it was opposed to animal testing. So something which it was not trendy, but now is trendy. Nobody obligated them to that. IKEA, well-known company, well-known brand, invest and declared a lot of the billions investment in the renewable energy. Nobody asked. They feel that this is something which is right thing to do. And just think if your company can bring a value, additional value into the profits, not only profits, but something which can be unique on the market. And I feel that sustainability is one of these elements, one of these factor. Also, we can look at it as a marketing, as a branding, something which is not related to the obligation. Because what was common from these examples? They did something without any obligation. They did something which makes a differentiation from of their products to the markets. And I am not a naive, and I see also that there are a lot of the companies which sustainability is not a case for them, and they will not do that as long as they will be not obligated. You can think about the top fashion brands which are producing the collection for the season, and just after, everything is fired because they care only about the profits. And to keep these profits, the new season will come, new collection will come. So I see the market and the group of companies which are, let's call it, environmental enthusiasts, companies which are doing something for environment because customers expect it. It's not because of the reporting, it's just because of the marketing. Some of the companies which are doing sustainability or will do because they are in supply chain, so this is obligation. And the next group of the companies which will do just because it's obligated. So it's worth to see what we have as a Continia. Yeah, our beautiful logo. I am here together with Paulus. Paulus is sitting in the first, yeah. And Paulus is responsible for a development of Continia sustainability. So if you have any questions regarding the technical aspect, the best person to ask. For some of the Continia is completely new, so just very shortly, Continia is an international software company with the headquarters in Denmark, with the office in Lithuania. We are well known in the business central world from the Continia document capture solution for maintaining the purchase invoicing, scanning, archiving, and also for the e-documents. All our services, or our services and products, are provided through our partners. So one of them, OIXIO. Thank you for inviting us here. And all applications are, of course, on the Microsoft App Stores, so you can download them, test them for the 30 days, and decide if you like it or not. So we are very transparent in terms of that. Yeah. So as I mentioned just before, there are some silos or triggers to use sustainability. And I would like to escape from the regulations, which was true. This was initial trigger also for us to build the solution. But there was some changes in the EU legislation with some reporting is and deadlines, let's say, extended. And we decided, okay, there is a market for solution. There are companies which are interested in this, but we have to attract the customers by the solution looking at it totally different way. Just because you want to have it despite the regulation. You want to have it because this is in your value. So looking at the solution, please look at the part of the competition, how your competitors works, if they are using sustainability as a part of their marketing mix or not, and for the branding. And let's look at the branding, because you see there is a point with the investors. And most of the investors, as a financial institution, are part of the regulation. They have to report sustainability. So as a supply chain or as a owner of your company, you have to report as well. Let's see how we are doing the sustainability right now without any solution. So it's like maintaining the accounting without the ERP. I don't know Lithuanian, I'm sorry, but I heard something about the Excel. So you can illustrate that you are doing the accounting in Excel. And what is crazy, you have to search the emission factors. You have to search the matching between the emission factors and your reports. Also, finally, there is a lot of the manual work. Calculation is done in Excel, which is very shortly overwhelming. So this is not a solution. Exactly the same as you are doing at that moment accounting. You are not using Excel. Excel is a supportive tool. And how does it work in Continia? So firstly, setup. Everything what Continia provided is built in and is set up. So you have whole configuration for the reporting. You have the environmental accounts set up and link between the environmental accounts, GL accounts, and the factors. Data collection. Maybe you know about the Continia document capture. I mentioned about that. We have also expense management for employee expenses. All data which has been posted through this application and also directly on the GL accounts are smoothly going to the sustainability reporting. Everything is automated and pre-calculated. So even if one of the invoice will be matched to the two emissions, to the two positions, to the scope 2 and 3, Continia Sustainability is able to make it. And the reports are done directly in the Continia Sustainability, and the report is built. It's not something you have to do from the beginning. So again, what are the differences between this, what we are producing, and this, what is delivered by the Microsoft? And I am not blaming Microsoft somehow, absolutely no. And very important information is that our solution is built on top of the Microsoft solution. So it extends and enhances their solution in the meaningful ways. And I would like to present you the demo. How does it work? Because this is the perfect occasion to see not just presenting the PowerPoints. Double click, yes. One more, it's working. So first example is for the vendor invoice. So we are posting the purchase invoice, normally like in the Business Central, selecting the vendor, adding the vendor invoice, going to the lines. This vendor invoice is not for the energy, it's a general service for the IT, which is part of our chain supply. So it means that we have to report the carbon footprint based on the services provided for this vendor. The calculation for this vendor is based on the value, not on the particular factors. Yeah, so we'll see we have the environmental accounts and we have the information regarding the emission allocated. We are posting. So that's simple. The second example is through the expense management, our solution for the employee expenses, and we are posting the invoice from the hotel. So you have, employee has the application, selecting the invoice for the hotel, searching it, finally we'll find it. Vesting, yes, we have it vesting somewhere. Nice. The view of the expense management with the invoice, all the data from the invoice is automatically updated. So amounts and other stuff we have to add if this is the paid by your cash or by the company card, adding the description. Yeah, let's make it Australia to be original. So we received the invoice employee expense. We are opening the Business Central, making the synchronization that all the data from the employee apps is coming to the Business Central. Has been done. You see the invoice we see. We are editing to see full picture what's going on and going to the section of the sustainability. We see 4 nights, and based on the number of the nights, the sustainability factors will be allocated the carbon footprint. Yeah, force approval. So we have selected also the workflows for the approving this invoice. We are not presenting this one, just focus on the sustainability part. And post the invoice as an expense. Additionally, we have to post the environmental journals, which includes this invoice from the expense. So as you see, this is a part of the standard Business Central. So we are following this, what is in the standard, in terms of posting the journals. And in the journal, we see the information regarding the usage of the gas. Okay, and post. The next example will be very interesting. It's a regular electricity bill, and it will be posted through the document capture, the solution for maintaining the purchase invoices for scanning, maintaining. So this is the view of the document capture, document category. We are selecting the invoice which we receive through the email box. The invoice is automatically presented in the business central. So we'll see. We see the sum of the fields has been automatically recognized, but we are doing the update. We are updating the template for the vendor to recognize all types of the data which are received. So we are selecting for the first time only the GL account. Yeah, and for the next invoice, you do not need to add this GL account. It will be done automatically. But additionally, because this is the electricity bill, we have the warning that the value of the sustainability data needs to be added for this account. So we are updating the template card by the sustainability fields. And this is only for the first time when we are producing document, when we are doing the document capture template for the vendor. So we are adding the fields, and nearly everything will be automatically updated, but there is a number of the usage of the electricity, so kilowatts, and this one we will find on the invoice. So we will search this data on the invoice, mark them, and this will automatically be presented in our business central. And for the next invoice, everything will go fully automatically. Yeah, we registered this document. After registration, we will see this document as a standard business central purchase invoice. We can see the lines that everything has been updated in terms of the carbon reporting. Yeah. And to post this invoice. And the last one is how we are going to report it. You see there is a role center for sustainability manager. We see emission-based scope. We see also per category. It has been changed, it's automatically changed, but we also have the reports, which I mentioned earlier. So we will see in the reports the data which were coming from the invoices we processed. That's the end of the demo. And just to make the recap, this what we produced, it was done at the beginning in parallel with Microsoft. Then we decided, okay, Microsoft is doing their own sustainability. We decided to make the change and then add this as an extension on the top, because we decided that this what was produced by Microsoft, it's not enough in terms of the automatization. And even if you don't need automatization, we are providing the library of over 50,000 emission factors. So the usage of sustainability depends on your needs, because maybe you will not provide the reporting for the emission scope 3. For you, it will be enough to have the standard, but you have to maintain the factors. So just for that, it's very friendly to use it. And finally, just to have a recap, not advert, but you have the QR code, which is linked with the Microsoft App Source, so you can upload it. What is unique in terms of this product? We do not charge based on the number of the users in the license, number of the invoices you produce. Is just flat amount. It's below 200 euro per production environment. So it's really something which is worth to have and use if you would like to use it in the meaningful way, just for your benefits, not just for the obligation. Thank you.